Do you wake up ever feeling in the morning like heaviness, sadness? You notice the lack, you notice the like you don't have what you want. You feel like, wow, another day, I don't have what I want, whatever it is that you want. And also, I want to talk about that in this video. And this is going to blow your mind. I am so excited to do this video. And because I'm just like, my mind is just like blown. I want to share all this with you guys. And I also want to talk about dreams and night dreams, nightmares, and all of these stuff. So we're going to talk about the dreaming, okay? And we're going to talk about how you wake up, because in this metaphysical community, and I want to even move away from the manifesting community, like that word is like an old shoe, right, that everybody's so tired of hearing, only because it almost feels like something that you have to learn how to do and obtain to get something that you want. So it's almost become like a sentence, a prison in and of itself, another cult, another box that you have to figure out. And that's not what it is. And the word manifesting is just so overused that you might even develop an immunity to it. So just remember that words are only powerful when you give them meaning, and that you can replace a word with another word, because no word has meaning until you give it. So you don't even have to use a word manifesting. If you don't, you can Google it and look up synonyms for it and say whatever the hell you want. Don't let anyone tell you that's not what it means. If you want to use the word goal and that means something neutral to you and you want to give it new meaning, then you can do that. So you can use whatever word you want to describe whatever it is that you want to. We're not limited by words and definitions. We are limitless, and we can use whatever wording we want to. And if a word has a powerful like negative surge or positive surge, then that's how you know which word you can use that would better suit you. A lot of times for me, I noticed that, especially when I first started studying the different laws that are out there, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, and I thought that these were all different laws, and I had to like learn them all and learn how to use them all, right? But remember, there's only one everything. There's only one love, one God, one power, one source, one law, one everything. That's all there is. There's only one. And any other laws, like law of this, law of that, is just an attempt to conceptualize the law in a different way for people to be able to digest it in a different way. So there's nothing wrong with hearing about these different laws. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just even Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy, Joe Dispenza, Alan Watts, Buddha, all of these teachers, supposedly ancient because they're all here, right, and new, they're just all talking about the same thing. They're just conceptualizing who and what we are, and in ways and words and forms that are digestible to us. So that out of the way, let's get back to dreams, because, and this is going to sound weird, but this is probably a really easy example to help you, because also for the longest time I thought that we had, and this is what we're taught, that there are that we have night dreams, right, that we're dreaming at nighttime, and that the soul or spirit leaves the body and is able to go, play around and whatever, and or that something in your brain causes you to experience different thoughts and have dreams, including nightmares. And they feel scary and very real, and you wake up and you're like, oh my God, thank God that was just a dream. It wasn't real. Or you can be one of those people that loves to analyze dreams And what did it mean? What did it mean? None of that, all of that's nonsense. All of that does not help you, okay? And this video is gonna help you with dreams. I know it is. This video is gonna help so many people with the topic of dreams and waking up feeling like crap. I'm just like, my mind is just blowing up with things that I want to share with you, and I'm going to do my best to articulate it in a way that is helpful. I know many of you will understand this, and there'll be some that don't understand and don't agree and will fight for their beliefs on what I'm talking about, and that's okay too. Because that's just where your level of awareness is, and that's okay. And so anyway, so the dreams, right, that we're taught is that when you're sleeping, you have dreams, and that you wake up in the morning or whenever you wake up, and that's reality, that this is reality. And so the thing is that when you understand that the one, right, going back to the principle of the one, there's only one, and that there's no difference between your night dream and your daydream. That it's actually what's happening is there's only one continuous dream happening. And that we manifest or we create the idea that we need to sleep. We imagine and create the idea that we need sleep. And this is based off of our upbringing and what we just assume based off of societal norms and agreed belief systems. But those agreed belief systems and societal norms you just forgot that you put them there, and that you just created those things, and you thought those are outside of you, that mom and dad or people are teaching you something, and it's not your fault, that's what they believe, and that blah blah blah, right? So you agreed that you needed sleep, so you imagine and create that you need 7 hours of sleep, and then so much that you'll see doctors and experts, medical experts or physical health fitness experts or whatever, telling you that you need that sleep that's when your body rejuvenates, that's when your body gets rest, that's when your cortisol is lowered, that it's important for your health and for your fitness and your weight and your mental health and all of these things, right? And they say that you have to have that, otherwise your body will frantically, lose its shit, essentially, and will go into fight or flight, and you won't be able to function and all this stuff. So if you notice that if you believe in those things, that is exactly what happens. Your body reacts, not because you didn't get its sleep, but your body reacts to all those beliefs about surrounding sleep. So that's okay. This video is not about should you believe in sleep or not. No, I'm just letting you know that you imagine that too. You imagine everything. So you've agreed to that you need sleep. And I love sleeping. And I created the sleep as part of my experience here as a human, and for enjoyment, and also as a moment of reset, so that the mind is not continuously consciously thinking all the time. I go to sleep as a form of rest or reset. And also I realize that it's also my hack. And this is where it gets fun. I realize that I created sleep for myself and as a pleasurable thing, but also I realize that I know that I must have purposely created sleep as an insider hack for myself. And what I mean by this is, let me finish the dream thing, and I'm going to get to the juicy part. But just remember, I'm saying that this is me. I'm not saying it's all of you, but I think I created going to sleep as a personal hack to reality creation. So, but the dream is Then, so knowing that you create going to sleep, right? What's the point of it? All of those things that I said, those are beliefs about experts saying you need this sleep, blah, 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 right? Those are all agreed upon beliefs, right? But remember, all beliefs are optional. You're the creator of your own reality. And I can't tell you what's right or wrong. I'm not the health expert or the sleep expert, right? You have to decide what's true for you in your reality. So, but knowing that sleep, this is where it really opened the door for me. Knowing that sleep is something that I imagine and create that I need, right? And I thought, well, what if I imagined that I didn't need sleep? Then what? There wouldn't be a dream, at night dream, and a waking reality, because it would just be one continuous dream. So that's actually the truth, that there's only one continuous dream. That's why you hear these things, as within, so without. Within and without are one. It's the same thing. What's the breaking point between the two, within, without? What are you saying that is, where is the boundary or the breaking point of as within, so without? Where's the crossover? What bridges them together? The bridge is that they're one. They're not different. They're not two locations, inside, outside. It's not two locations, it's one. It's one location. We've just, in this third dimension, have created separation of as within, so without. We create the idea of separation, but there is no separation between within, without. And just like dreams, your night dreams and your daydreams it's just one dream. It's not dreams, night dream, daydream. It's you are on one continuous dream, and you've inserted the idea or the belief that you need to sleep. And therefore you created a gap, so to speak, a division of night and day. But really, there is no division, because there's only one dream. So what happens when you have nightmares and that kind of thing? So during the day, right, when you're conscious, right, you have your conscious awareness. The subconscious is God, and the consciousness is your free will. But remember, they're one. There's no division. So they operate together. Subconscious is God, and that is infinite intelligence. And then the consciousness is where you come in as human, and you're thinking, feeling, and making decisions based off of your free will, experiencing them with your senses in a third dimension. So your consciousness is, during the day, thinking and focused on the belief systems that you have chosen for yourself. So you have these belief systems that you have chosen for yourself and that you're focused on all day long. And then at nighttime, your consciousness is like lowered, because you create the sleeping. So you go to sleep and your consciousness goes to sleep, so to speak, right? Your free will, let's say, goes to sleep, of choosing things. But what's there? Ultimate consciousness, the greater consciousness, never goes to sleep. Your awareness never goes to sleep. So your higher consciousness is always awake, and it's always creating, it's always manifesting. Whether you think you're sleeping or not, consciousness, imagination is still going, it's still creating, it's still causing. So when you think you're sleeping and you have a dream, which you think is a nightmare or a good thing, or good or bad or indifferent, whatever, right? That's just yours. That's still you. You're still consciousness, and you're still imagining, you're still creating all the time. However, when you see like weird shit in your dreams, or nightmares, or things you like or things you don't want, that's still all you. You're still creating. But the cool thing is at night, your walls go down and there's no rules. It's like mom or dad went to sleep. They're asleep. Let's go and play now. Let's go and terrorize the house, or let's go have fun in the house, or let's go party, right? And because mom and dad, meaning your focused, free will, went to sleep. So let's go play, because there's no rules. We can go drive the car, we can go fly, we can go do all kinds of crazy shit, and have whatever we want. And because it knows, right, it's like you are in that belief that you're asleep, but your consciousness never goes to sleep. You're just telling your body that it's asleep, but you're really never asleep, ever, never, ever. Which is why who we really are, never dies. So we never die, and we were never birthed. We don't have a birth, and we don't have death. Those are just conscious physical experiences that you agree to. So going back to the dreaming thing is, so when you're asleep, mom and dad's asleep, so you can have all kinds of crazy dreams and nightmares and good things or whatever, right? And that's where people talk about lucid dreaming, right? That they are able to manipulate, I guess, I don't know a better word, the dream. Like they're aware that they're dreaming and they just change it. They're like, oh no, like I do that all the time. But the thing is that's no different than when you're awake, right? Because remember, the key here is to remember that there's only one dream, that there's no difference between nighttime and daytime. The only difference is the level of awareness that you're at. At nighttime, your level of awareness is lower because you've told yourself you're sleeping, but consciousness is wide awake and imagining, and you're still manifesting all kinds of stuff, even when you're sleeping. So, but remember, just because you are aware of thoughts and feelings and you see scenes and scenarios, right? Those are forever options. They're just constant. You're constantly experiencing different options and different things. Now, this is where it's kind of maybe funny or whatever, or TMI for you. Some of you are so sensitive when I talk about certain things, but whatever, I don't care. This is how I express myself, and I'm just being myself. So maybe you remember, maybe when you were a kid or even as an adult or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Have you ever slept? Have you ever dreamt? I know everyone has dreamt this, okay? So don't act all, oh my God, right? That you're peeing, okay? That you got to the toilet and you're peeing and you're dreaming, right? This is, you're asleep in your bed and you're dreaming that you're peeing, okay? And something in your body, you get a physical sensation that you're gonna pee yourself, right? Like in your bed or whatever. And you wake up because you're terrified that you're actually gonna pee your bed or something, right? And I'm like, when I remember when that happened to me, I'm just like, wait, this is a great explanation of how there's only one dream, because the body doesn't know you're dreaming, right? You're telling yourself that you're asleep and you're dreaming, but the body is just responding to your imagination, to the mind, to your consciousness. So it's just responding, right? It doesn't know that you're asleep. So it just thinks that you're doing it. So that's why your body has the physical sensation of needing to go to the bathroom, because you're imagining you need to go to the bathroom. That right there is proof that there's only one dream. There's not night dreams and daydreams. And yes, there's all kinds of pseudoscience explanations for the brain and behavioralism and emotional, all this blah, blah, blah. That's not what's happening. I'm talking about metaphysics. I'm going beyond science and logical explanations in a textbook. I have to have a sip, hold on. So there's only one dream. Whether or not you piss your pants, it's irrelevant, okay? It's not what I'm talking about. I just want you guys to see the proof, the evidence that we all have that there is only one dream and that we create it all. Now, then I ask myself, well, what's the point of sleeping, right? Why do I sleep? And, you can experience sleeping because you think you need it, because remember the belief systems, you think you need it, it feels good, you want the reset, you want to break from consciously thinking about your belief systems all day long or whatever, right? But in truth, our bodies don't need sleep. Why would our bodies need sleep and rest or reset when all we are is pure energy? We're in physical form, yes, but this physical body is energy. It's all pure energy. Energy is indestructible and never ever dies. It's timeless, ageless, all of those things. Energy is indestructible. So why would the body that's made of energy need rest? Unless you have created a belief systems around health or whatever, okay? So it has nothing to do with your age. Those are all beliefs. Like, oh, when you're younger, you sleep more, or when you're a teenager, you sleep more, or when you're a little kid, you sleep less, or when you're older, you sleep less. Those are all belief systems. It's all, I'm telling you, it's all a belief. It's all optional. And there's no right or wrong. That's the catch. There's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you agree to. So going back to, well, what's the point of sleep? It's individual for every single person, as to why they choose to sleep. And there's no right or wrong to it, okay? But one thing I realized is the morning time. I used to get this thing called the morning drag. I just labeled it morning drag. It's not like a thing or anything for you to Google and you're like, oh, what is that? And even when I was a therapist and I worked with my clients, a lot of them would tell me they hated the mornings, they dreaded waking up in the morning, and that they would go to sleep trying to have good thoughts, trying to imagine good things, or they would freak out at night because as soon as they put their head on the pillow, their mind started wandering into a million different directions. And it would have anxiety and panic attacks right before they went to go to sleep. That's just because your body's you're trying to relax yourself, and your mind's saying, hell no, we don't do that. We can't relax. That's not okay. That's not safe. You can't be relaxing up in here. We have shit to do. So regardless of what you try to do right before you go to sleep, and this is where Neville Goddard, comes in too, why he talked about as you're drifting off to sleep, why it's so powerful to imagine something that you desire, because remember, you're still creating when you're sleeping. That conscious creation never stops, never, because there's only one dream, but you essentially get out of the way, right? Your thinking mind gets out of the way as you sleep, and then things can just easily manifest, right? However, that's one purpose, right, of sleep, right, could be that we created that for ourselves. Another purpose, though, too, and here's the hack. This is so freaking good, you guys. I want you guys to really lock in on this. For those of you who wake up in the morning and you feel like it's Groundhog Day and you feel like it's the same shit, different day, or you wake up feeling like nothing changed, maybe you check your phone, nothing's there, or whatever, right? Or you wake up alone, or whatever it is that you're wanting, or you wake up in the same house that you don't want to be in, or you see the same conditions, right? And you wake up and and it's not so much about what you're looking at, it's more what I'm addressing, and this is the most important part. It's not about what you're looking at. It's about how you're feeling when you wake up in the morning. If you feel in the morning lack, if you feel in the morning sadness, if you feel in the morning anxious, if you feel in the morning anger, if you feel in the morning anything like that that's unwanted, most of you, what's the first thing you're going to want to do? And a lot of coaches out there or channels or books talk about this, having morning routines, right? A lot of you will hit a morning routine as a way to catapult you out of feeling like shit or feeling down. So you begin affirming, you're like, no, I'm God of my reality and everything's going my way. And or you'll get out of bed and start moving your body and making your bed and jumping in front of the mirror and saying affirmations to improve your self-concept and to love yourself more, or start working out, or you'll busy yourself, or you'll do stuff just to get out of that feeling that you had when you just woke up. Because who the hell wants to feel that? No one, right? But it's not like you're doing it on purpose either. Right? You're not doing it, you're not trying to feel like shit on purpose in the morning, right? I'm drinking my matcha that I bought in Japan, and like, this is the bomb. I wish I could show you, but my cup is green too, but the matcha is just like so good. Okay. Then I found out that Miffy's not even from Japan. Remember that bunny doll that I showed you guys that I won, that I imagined? It's not even, Miffy's not even from Japan. Miffy is from the Netherlands. And I'm like, what the hell is she doing over in Japan? Like everywhere. It's kind of like another Hello Kitty, but she's from the Netherlands. I think she's from Utrecht. I'm probably saying that wrong, but look it up. FYI, just little tidbit of information. Anyway, I think there's something there. I think Miffy became a part of my life. There's something unfolding with Miffy, and I know it now. I don't know what it is, but I know something's unfolding, and it's related to Miffy. I don't know what, but to be determined. I'll keep you posted when I know. I'll let you know. Don't ask, because if I don't share something with you on here, it's because I don't know, right? So I think Miffy's part of something for me, though. I don't know why, but it is. Because I never knew anything about Miffy before I went to Japan. I wasn't interested in bunnies. I don't have an obsession over rabbits. I'm just like, I don't know what the hell. But anyway. And cats. I don't like cats either. I mean, I love cats, but I don't want one as a pet. But over there, I like fell in love with this little, I think it's called Mufado, something like that. Mufado. Cats dressed up in little shark and giraffe and strawberry outfits. I don't know why I'm talking. Anyway, let me just not get distracted. So going back to the dream, this is how it feels when I wake up in the morning sometimes. Oh no, going back to waking up in the morning and feeling like shit. And then what you probably try to do is try to get out of it, right? You try to get out of it, and then you're just like, and then you're mad, and then you get excited because you're able to pull yourself out of feeling like crap. You're able to pull yourself out of it with affirmations and remembering that you're God, and that your awareness, and that your source, you're the creator of your reality. And then you start feeling good, and you start building up that momentum, right, throughout the day. And then you start going to work, or you busy yourself and you start going through your day. But this is what I want you to pay attention to. But underlying all of that feeling good and affirmations and watching videos, and you're just like, okay, I'm okay, okay, I got this, I'm good, okay, I'm okay. There's an underlying sense of that feeling that you had when you woke up, like it never went anywhere. You just put a bunch of nice thoughts and affirmations and watching videos and content, and you just got a surge of good energy, and you put that on top of that feeling that you had when you woke up in the morning. But it's like this silent little hum that you have all day long, this like little restless and down feeling, like still there. And then you go to sleep with sleep tapes or affirmations or imagining or whatever, and in hopes that you did move out of it, only to wake up in the morning to feel like shit again. Comment below if you guys know what I'm talking about. I know, because I went through this for a long time, right? So I have some great news for those of you who know what I'm talking about. In the morning when you wake up, that dominant lack feeling or sad feeling or whatever, what if that is your awareness, you're conscious of being God? What if that's your awareness, that it's your alarm clock, right? It's your energetic alarm clock. It set a reminder for you to wake you up to what you keep dominantly thinking about all day long. And you're pretending that you're not thinking about it by doing techniques or affirmations, but you're still covering up. It's your energetic alarm clock in the morning telling you, hey, regardless of what you're about to do or not do all day long, this is what you are dominantly focused on. This is what you dominantly do all day long, and just letting you know in case you wanted to change it. I can't make you, but I can set an alarm clock and a reminder and let you know that this is what you did all day long yesterday. Just saying. What if that's your personal hack? What if that's why you manifest the sleeping, so that you can feed yourself that information in the morning to let you know where you're at? Just saying. So instead of feeling the morning drag or morning dread, you're just like, holy shit, this is amazing. This is a wonderful information. Oh my God, this is so cool. This is my higher self showing me what I dominantly am feeling. As within, so without. So if this is what I'm dominantly feeling, it doesn't matter how much I affirm or read or do or not do all day long, or busy myself or whatever, because my dominant feeling is of lack, of sucks, of I don't have it. That's the only thing that I have to change if I want to. That's the only thing I have to change. I don't have to do all this other crap. I don't have to do all this self-concept work. I don't have to, imagine something. It's like that dominant feeling is what I'm feeling all day long. And that's just my higher self telling me, yo, this, but this. That's why first thing in the morning, that's why you feel what you do, because it's your higher self saying this. But what we've been taught to do is avoid this by affirming and scripting and yoga and all kinds of crap, right? It's like this. And so that feeling that you wake up to is just a story that you're telling yourself that you don't have something, right? That's all that is. So you can change a story if you want to. It's totally, everything I talk about, even like a new content or the older content that I have, a lot of you ask, you're like, didn't I see in another video that you have to change a story? Now you're saying you don't have to change your story. It's all relevant. And whichever video you catch and it resonates, that's the one for you. Go ahead and move forward with that, right? Because as you elevate in awareness, you're going to also realize what you want to do, what you don't want to do, what you feel like you need to do, what you feel like you don't need to do anymore. It's all relevant and all works, and it all matters, every single bit of it. But I am here to tell you that there's a lot of shit that's outdated, like robotic affirming and trying so hard and like the hustle culture, all that. That's so outdated. Like with my business clients that I work with, if you're interested in my business program, it's called At the Top. And I work with people that already have a business. They already launched a business, even if it's just new, or you're already making, $1 million a year. It doesn't matter where you are, right? If you're wanting to excel and apply these teachings into your business so that you're easy peasy, more like taking the back seat and allowing Source to grow your business for you, that's what At the Top is for. It's for those people. So if you're interested, you can go to rosielife.com, right? But so that morning funk or drag feeling, right? That's all that is. So it's a story there of you're telling yourself all day long. That's the dominant story. And whatever you're dominantly feeling all day long is what you're manifesting. So there's no wonder why you affirm all day long and nothing seems to change, because your dominant state of being is still of lack or not having, or it's not here, or loneliness or sadness or unloved or whatever, right? Whatever that is, you wake up feeling. If you wake up feeling great, by the way, this video is probably not going to be for you, but this is for anyone else, okay? So those outdated way of doing things, it's like they're outdated, but I'm not saying that they're not effective and they're not powerful. They are, but when you're raising in awareness, that's when they become outdated. That's probably a better way to say that. That's why everything works. So, but you don't really have to do anything. It's like, you don't really have to do anything, but change your awareness, your a perception about something. So back to the morning thing. What do you do? Instead of trying to run away from it, you welcome it. You tell those feelings that you don't like, that unwanted feeling of lack and sadness, or I don't have what, you welcome the feeling. Say, oh, you're thanking it. You're like, thank you. Thank you for showing me where I was what I was really truly focused on. So, and instead of trying to get rid of those feelings, you sit with those feelings and you welcome them. You're just still. And you can tell them, you're welcome here. You are welcome here. And you sit with the feeling and you let the feeling ride out, because it will pass. You stop trying to get rid of it. Welcome that feeling. And tell it you're welcome here. Because what you desire is already created. It's already unfolding. It's trying to come to you, right? When you get out of the way. So you get out of the way by allowing everything, by accepting those feelings to exist, to be there. You allow them. And every time you allow unwanted feelings in the morning to be, you are stepping into your power, your true power. Because in order for something to be allowed, who's allowing it? Who's allowing it? There has to be an authority that's allowing it. So right there, you put those feelings or that morning drag at check. You check them. In other words, you told them who's in charge. I'm allowing you. That simple act of you're welcome here is you're allowing everything to exist. You're stepping into your power. You're declaring that you are awareness. You are the I am, simply by saying you're welcome here. That's it. And instead of trying, so remember, those feelings, you can change a story if you want to. But if you feel any kind of resistance, don't sit there and change the story and try to make it mean something. Don't sit there and try to analyze it and figure it out. Oh, why would I feel this? What, you don't have, you can if you want to. If it feels good to do that, then by all means do it. But if you feel any kind of resistance, like you're forcing, pushing, you're trying to convince yourself otherwise, stop. Just put it down. Just set it down. Put your hands out and just say, you know what? You're welcome here. You're welcome here. I'm not fighting you. You're allowed to be here. Period. So there you have it. There's only one dream. There's only one dream. And nothing is separated. And only what you desire, even when you're dreaming any dreams or nightmares, I know someone's going to, what about the nightmares? Does that mean those are going to come true? Those kind of questions are already pointing to that you don't see yourself as the authority. Let everything be. Let everything exist. Everything's meaningless, including nightmares. It's all meaningless. Let everything exist. You've already decided what you wanted. The moment you desired it, you set the intention to have it. So let it unfold. getting out of the way and letting it be. And let that feeling that you get in the morning, or if this happens to you at night, do the same thing. Understand, that's what this feeling that I get at night is. That's what I feel, this feeling in the morning that I get it. That's my hack that I created to remind me. It's not a reminder to show me my energetic alarm clock. It's just like, girl, this is where you've been at. This is what you really are thinking. This is what you really feel. And all the affirmations in the world aren't going to change that state of being. You don't have to, because that state of being, if it doesn't feel good, it's showing you that it's not the truth. That's not who you are. That doesn't align. So just allow the feeling to be there, let it pass, and continue on with your life. Less effort, less trying. Go to hardly nothing, like to no trying, and just go live your life. In the meantime, what do? You live your life. You go to work, you clean your house, you do what you got to do, you pay that bill on time. You just keep doing what you got to do, okay? Because in the doing what you got to do every day is the unfolding of everything you desire. Don't try to avoid or protest or demand. And you can if you want to, but you're just creating crap for yourself. You're delaying your own desires. You're protesting. I don't have to do anything. Fine. I'm not going to argue with you. Just do you. Right? But the more that you just get back into your normal day routine of just being and knowing that you already set that intention, that's already unfolding, and all you're doing is allowing everything to be, to exist. Watch how fast you move through things. All right? I'll see you later. Bye.